Yes. Thank you, Dave Dombrowski. Thank you. We still have work to do in this long off season. Not even that long. Pitchers and catchers report to training in 22 days, 21 days. But this is a big, big signing. Phillies signed JT Realmuto to 5 years, $115.5 million today. It was a very big need before the offseason. And then when the Braves kind of was like, yo, we kind of want JT, the Phillies had to make a move there. They had to spend probably a little bit more than they wanted to. But he's the best catcher in baseball, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinions. So I'm happy with it. I wanted him to get re-signed as the Philly. I'm wearing his jersey. I kind of prematurely bought it, hoping that we would re-sign him in the offseason. And then when there was speculation on he wasn't coming back, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I just bought his jersey. But I can say now, pending physical, which we all know he'll pass, we just signed the best catcher in baseball back to a 5-year deal. He is the highest paid catcher ever per AAV. He's making around $23.5 million per year. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, and also he doesn't have a no trade clause. So if he does get he can get traded if it doesn't work out. But I can't really see him getting traded off this team. Looking at everything here, Realmuto will make $20 million with $10 million deferred in 2021 and $23.875 million in the 4 seasons after that. AAV is $23.1 million according to Jim Salisbury. Obviously, as a Phillies fan and as a big baseball guy, I really do love this signing. It was a necessity. You needed to get it done once the Braves kind of swooped in and were offering him deals. And, John Heyman this morning was like, oh, the Phillies are kind of getting close there with JT, but the Braves are still there, and Travis d'Arnaud and all these guys. But I am glad that he is here for the next 5 seasons. I know Bryce Harper's happy that he is also here, and you can't really blame him. Let me know what you guys think, before anything. And if you are new, welcome to the 4for4 Philly Fan Podcast. And like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Now, we did sign JT. As we all know, this is pretty much what this video is about. But the Phillies still need things. They still need pitchers. They still need bullpen. They still need this. They still need that. They need a lot still. And there was speculation today. There was some drawing interest in shortstop Andrelton Simmons and familiar face Freddie Galvis, also with Didi Gregorius. I think that Didi would probably cost the most, in my opinion. But he is the best offensive player out of the bunch. Andrelton Simmons, I think, is the best defensive player. Now, JT did just re-sign. You have that in JT. You have offense and defense. He's obviously going to probably be your 4 or your 5 hitter in the rotation. And Didi would make a great 4, 5, 6 hitter. Andrelton Simmons would probably be more towards the bottom, maybe 9, 7, 6. But I like either one. I like Simmons, and I like Didi over Freddie Galvis. We already had him. I'm not really big on bringing the guys back once they get better. Just stay away from that, personally. But Simmons is a great defender. He's a great, great defender in the MLB. He brings the defensive shortstop mentality. No errors are going to be, no balls are going to get past him. He's going to be a lockdown center or shortstop on the field. That's what he is going to be. Didi Gregorius last year did have some hiccups here and there, and his fielding wasn't the greatest, but he could hit. So it's kind of like pick your poison here. Do I want Simmons? Do I want Didi? We still have Gene Segura. I'm pretty sure they're going to move him over to second, move Kingery back out to the outfield. Kutch, we still have him. We still have Jay Bruce. So, the starting lineup right now, in my opinion, is JT's your catcher, Reese is your first baseman, Gene's your second, Andrelton or Didi is your short, Bohm is your third, Harper's obviously in right. You got Hazley, Kingery, or Roman Quinn in center field. And left field, you probably are going to have Andrew McCutchen and Jay Bruce switching here and there, every other day, every other game. That's how I look at it. With your pitchers being Nola, Wheeler, Eflin, Vinny V, and probably Spencer Howard, in my opinion, I would love to take a shot at Trevor Bauer. I would love to do it. I would love to get a couple more bullpen guys. I know that the Phillies have been, they've made some signings, they made some trades here and there, but they weren't the biggest guys. You get the guy from the Rays who pumps 100. We now have 5 guys pumping 100 miles per hour pitches in the bullpen, which is good. They just got to be accurate. You can't have 100 miles an hour going up and in the zone and out of the zone. And, when it's in the zone, it's getting mashed for a home run. Can't happen. The Phillies are still in need of things. Again, shortstop, bullpen, starting pitchers. I would love to get another starting pitcher. I would love to get a guy that can make Nola your 2. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know where Bauer really is. He's kind of been taking, I'm sure he's taking some calls from the Mets who, they're good. They got Francisco Lindor now. They're going to be a good spot. They also have DeGrom, Syndergaard. I forget his name. But they have 3 solid pitchers. We have 2. Maybe 3. Depends. It's an up and down roller coaster, really, sometimes with Zach Eflin. I like him personally, but I do not want him to be my 3rd. I would love for him to be my 4th, my 5th. If he's your 5th, you have a stacked up rotation, in my opinion. I think a lot of people's opinions. If Zach Eflin is our 5th or 5th pitcher in your rotation, I think you got a squad there at the rotational guys. But right now, he would probably be your 3, Howard would be your 4, and Velasquez would be your 5, with Nola and Wheeler being 1 and 2. So I would like for the Phillies to go after one guy in the rotation, and I would like them to get 1 or 2 more guys in the bullpen. I like Connor Brogdon. I like J.C. Romero. Personally, I think that those 2 guys are going to be here for the long haul. I think that those guys are solid here. I think that they will continue to be solid here throughout. But, we just need a couple more guys. I personally believe that this makes us a little bit better. Obviously, you just signed the best catcher in baseball. You re-signed him when a lot of people said that we weren't going to. I think our chances at making the playoffs go up from this. I think people want to play with the best catcher in baseball. They want to pitch to him, which makes sense. But, Dave Dombrowski, he has to get on the phone. He has to call up a couple guys, and he has to schedule some meetings with them, tell them what we got, what we're missing. He knows, and he likes to spend money, and he is a championship-winning GM. He has done it before. I trust him to do it again, and I would love for Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto to hoist a trophy together and do all this and do all that. But right now, I'm happy that we signed JT back. 5 years, $115.5 million. Huge contract for, a little older of a player. He turns 30 in 2 months, which kind of hurts a little bit. But, he's definitely still got some left. He could maybe play the Buster Posey role where he goes to first base a couple times. Andrew Knapp, apparently, he looked good. He looked good last year. He can hit. I would not mind him. I feel a little bit more comfortable with him behind the plate, taking some bats and, getting some hits. I feel more comfortable with Andrew Knapp at this point with JT being back now for the next 5 years. But I'm pretty excited about it. I love JT. I think all of Philadelphia loves JT. I know Bryce Harper loves JT. So it's good that you made him happy first. He chose us out of the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Nationals, who are better than us. So, you got to kind of build your team around him. But with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in to the 4 for 4 Philly Fan Podcast. The Phillies have signed JT Realmuto to a 5-year, $115.5 million deal, the richest in MLB history for any catcher, with the highest AAV, 23.28 or $23.1 million over the next 5 years, $20 million this year, and then 23.875 for the next 4 after that. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the 4 for 4 Philly Fan Podcast. This is your host. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'm out. Peace. Let's go Phils, baby.